What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nikki St. Clair back out on these YouTube streets. And I just kind of wanted to touch bases with what's going on and what's trending. Everybody is doing this. We listen and we don't judge challenge. Now, it was cool. The mannequin challenge and all of these different challenges and TikTok dances and Kiki, do you love me? And all of this. Those were harmless. But this, we listen and we don't judge. It is a very slippery slope because you have some people with such a level of immaturity that they will use it as an opportunity to weaponize things and circumstances against you. You have some people that have been holding grudges, so they've been judging for a while. And then they seize this as an opportunity to bring it up and kind of throw it in your face and embarrass you. I honestly think that we listen and we don't judge can definitely go wrong to a point of unforgiveness, to a point of divorce, to a point of breakup, to a point of separation, to a point of confusion. And we know that God is not about confusion. The enemy is the author of confusion, not God. So, I am one to say yes, being truthful, being honest. The Bible says if we have an ought against our brother, we are to take it to them in love. That's what the word says. We're supposed to take it to them in love. You know, it's one thing to have an ought against your brother and come to them in the right way, in a very meek way. A lot of times, there's been times where I said, God, you know what? I'm so angry that if I speak now, I'm going to pop off. There's been times where I had to pray first before I actually came to that person. And then there will be times where I had to make up in my mind that it is best to forgive and leave them alone because I knew that the level of maturity was not to a point where I could come to them and confront them and bring the ought to them. I already knew they were either going to lie and deny or say it wasn't like that. Some sort of way they were going to come at me in a defense mode. Like, I've had people to tell me, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. I've had people to defend themselves in that way, and it did nothing but made me more angry. There are people that's out there that is willing, they're willing to die with the lie. So you have to make up in your mind that is it really worth it? If I come to this person and bring up these things, we listen and we don't judge, or if you have an ought against your brother, you should take it to him. You have to make up in your mind. You have to pray for wisdom and discernment and make up in your mind, is this worth it? And if it is, or if I choose to bring this up, will it bring healing or chaos? Will I be satisfied? And will I feel a release once I release things from my mind and spirit? And if it's not well received, will I be prepared for it? Like, you guys, I'm telling you, words are very dangerous. You can't unring a bell. And this, we listen and we don't judge. It is very dangerous because you have a lot of people that they're not wise. They're not spiritual. Like I said, they will use things to hurt you. or harm you or damage you. You'll think that you are on good terms, and they will weaponize, and then it becomes a pissing contest. So you got, okay, we listen and we don't judge. Sometimes, when you snore, blah, 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 and then the other person is so immature, they don't know how to take that, so they would rather top that with retaliation. And this is why I say that communication is good, but this trend, we listen and we don't judge, it can be a slippery slope. And if you choose to partake in this particular challenge, exercise, what have you, I encourage you guys to really, really go deep off into prayer if you're going to get into some gangster stuff, because it can be really dangerous and damaging to a point where a person will retaliate and do things to harm you if you expose yourself, or they expose themselves to you. One time I was in church. I was a part of this very small church. And this girl walked up to me in service and she says, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of your worship. When you get into worship, you lift your hands and your tears begin to fall and you really, really begin to praise God and just bow before Him, and the light just shines on you. And I'm jealous of your worship. And honestly, y'all, I didn't really know how to take that, because honestly, when it is me and God's time, it is me and God's time. I don't think about nobody else. I don't look around. I think about how good God has been to me and the things and the times that He came through on my behalf, and how He's given me so much favor. I wasn't always a good girl. I wasn't always deserving, but there would be times where He would just step in on my behalf and turn things around, even when I didn't deserve it. And for that, I just give Him honor and give Him glory. And the girl walks up to me and says this, and I'm just like, I was so stunned. I didn't really know how to reply. She said that she's jealous of my worship. And I just didn't say anything, but you would be shocked. Who's watching you? Who's actually feeling some type of way? Who's actually jealous of you? Here I am. I'm not rich. I feel like I'm an average looking girl, slightly above average, give or take on a specific day. And I think I do okay for myself. And you never know who's watching. You never know who's clocking your moves. You never know. And I used to say, God, why are people mad at me? Why would they be jealous of me? Because I've heard people say, well, they're just jealous of you. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm not rich. I don't got nothing going on. But sometimes people are jealous of your light, or they're jealous because you choose or try to choose to do the right things and be righteous unto God. And they want to look for fault or flaw. And a lot of times, when you have opportunities like this, we listen and we don't judge. People take that as an opportunity to pick and pry and poke at you and basically say, you know what, bitch, you're not perfect. You're not all good. There's been times this and that and the other. And then you're totally blindsided about it. You might not even know how to receive it. You guys, I'm telling you, you guys want to partake in these different trends that are going on and going viral. I would encourage you to have a strong prayer life, because the enemy is very tricky. And like I said before, this we listen and we don't judge. Yeah, it looks harmless. It seems so harmless. But it can really open up a can of worms and a can of confusion. Um, we listen and we don't judge. Oh, there was a time where you didn't have my back and I really didn't appreciate it. And it's going to go on and on and on. And what started off as a cool exercise that would appear to be healthy, a healthy social exercise, it turns out to be really, really bad and bring on division. And that's when the enemy wins. I remember hearing Jay-Z saying, no one wins when the family feuds. If you're busy fighting amongst each other, you can't bond together. You can't get things done. You can't, even in the Bible, they were on one accord, with one accord. They had the same mind. Even when they tried to build the Tower of Babel all the way up to heaven, the heavens, they all put their minds and their wills together and their strength together. And they were going to build that tower. They didn't care. And you can get a lot done. You can get a lot done together. Neo says, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. In this day and time, we need each other. We might not think we need each other. We might not think that, we might think that we're doing okay. But in honesty, we really need each other. And I'm not just talking about, I need you to go pick up Ray from school. No. We really need each other. We need support. We need to be there for each other and be there for each other in a loving way, in a kind way. And yes, we should listen. We should listen. But I really don't think in reality that we're unable to not judge. At some point, we're going to judge. Because when you expose yourself, you expose your character. You expose what you're capable of doing. And that person might be shocked and say, damn, I didn't think you had it in me. We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I steal a pack of Ritz crackers. I don't know. Out of your house. I don't know. But a lot of times you have to prepare that you're exposing yourself, and you have to prepare for the aftermath of them knowing that you've exposed a part of you that they didn't know. I will just encourage everyone, if you're going to partake in this, to stay prayed up. And I pray that everyone can recover in love and understanding and in harmony. And I pray that we are able to trust each other once this we listen and we don't judge trend is over. But as of right now, I see it as being damaging, detrimental, and possibly it could just destroy relationships to a point where there's no recovery. So be careful out there. Be careful with the things that you say, the thoughts that you think, and your actions. Be careful. And understand this, you can't unring a bell. So ask God to grant you not only the wisdom and knowledge, but also the protection around your heart, spirit, and mind, that you will not go into a low vibrational state to where you're retaliating or where you have to one up somebody or harm them or hurt them. I just pray that all will be well and we'll get through this, because a lot of times we get caught up, y'all. We get caught up and in these trends. We get caught up in these challenges. Ice challenge. Oh, okay, ice challenge. That's cool. Okay, I'll sit in the chair and let you dump ice on me. That's fine. These different things, okay, fine, harmless, totally harmless. But this could be damaging, and once you cross that threshold, you may not be able to recover. So you guys, be careful out there. Be careful of what you let into your ear gate, your eye gate, and what comes out of your mouth, and stay prayerful. Okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Nikki St. Clair. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here, and I truly appreciate you dropping by. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.